Sadness to say, the penultimate Clements Center event of the academic year. Of course, our ultimate one is this Friday, the conversation with General Mike Hayden and Admiral Inman. Encourage you to, registration for that's all full, right? Well, thank you if you signed up for that, and sorry if you didn't, but seats are all full, so anyway. But it's a great honor to introduce a dear friend and colleague of mine, Wess Mitchell. Wess is the, you can see his full bio on the event announcement, but the highlights are, he's a real policy entrepreneur. Shortly out of graduate school, he founded the Center for European Policy Analysis, which in a relatively short time has really become the premier think tank in Washington, D.C. on Central and Eastern European issues, which, given Mr. Putin's bellicosity and poor neighborliness, is more relevant than ever. And Wess will be talking some about that. He's also an accomplished scholar, the author of a couple of books, one of which he's going to be talking about this morning. But perhaps of most interest to us here, which you won't see on his bio, he is a sixth-generation Texan, and he is very happy to be back here in his home state, continuing that great tradition of Texas statesmanship. So please join me in welcoming Wess Mitchell.
Thank you for that very Texas introduction, Will. I appreciate that. It is good to be back in Texas. Let me say how much I appreciate the Clements Center and Alexander Hamilton Society co-hosting today's talk. I particularly want to commend my good friend Will on the terrific work that he is doing in building up the Clements Center here at UT Austin. As a native Texan, it is very gratifying to see UT Austin investing in the next generation of strategic talent, but I particularly want to say how impressed I am that Will has put strategy and history at the heart of the Clements Center's work. I think these are absolutely essential toolkits that we have not done a great job cultivating in the United States, certainly in the period since the Cold War, and I think we're going to need them a lot more for reasons we'll talk about today in coming years in what could be an unexpectedly turbulent period in global geopolitical history. I have employed a graduate of the Clements Center, and I can attest to the quality of the education, so I want to commend you guys. I'll also say that if any students here are interested in Central and Eastern Europe, pretty much anything between Germany and Russia or the Baltic and the Black Sea, I'm the guy to talk to. We have a great institute in Washington, focuses on Central and Eastern Europe, energy security, geopolitics, military, economics. Anything in that bundle of issues or countries that you're interested in. We love hiring bright young people of all kinds of backgrounds to be analysts or RAs or interns at CEPA, so grab a card from me before I leave. Will was kind enough to ask me to come down and talk about latest book, which is called Unquiet Frontier. Let me do the obligatory sales pitch and say, please buy copies for yourself, your classes.
We wrote right outside the door.
Right outside the door. We wrote this book very much with groups like this in mind. I wrote this with my great friend and co-conspirator Jakob Griegel, who has spoken at Clements Center, I think, in the spring of last year, summer of last year. Tremendous intellect, very committed geopolitical scholar. This book is the outgrowth of a much larger project that we've been running for several years now, and it'll have different incantations in the days ahead. But it's the outgrowth of a project that looks at how alliance structures shift at moments of geopolitical flux. And we've looked at this from two different